Hi, this is Sue Schmidt from Equipping for eMinistry, and I learned something just the other day from a friend who had trouble with MailChimp because of the size of their photos. So I thought I'd do a little photo and MailChimp video here for you today and hope this is helpful to you. So first of all, let's go to Wikimedia Commons. This is their photo of the day, a harbor scene in Lindau, Germany. And if you click through on this, you will find that they have several sizes. This is their largest, which would work well for maybe a computer screen. And then the next one, 1024 pixels wide, 800 pixels wide. This one here at 640 pixels wide is really good for a blog post or for a MailChimp letter. And this is the version you would want to download. And then this small one, 320 pixels wide. Now that's really too small for much, but I want to use it. So I'm going to show you something here by holding the Control key down and hitting the plus button. I'm going to hit it 7 times. Now you'll notice we get a pixely look. You see the little squares. You can see a bunch back behind here, up around the statue of the lion. That's because we took a small photo and expanded it, and there weren't enough little squares or pixels of color to fill that in. Now if we go back to, first I have to reset this. Go back to this one. That's the very same size, or approximately, and you notice how crisp and clear this is. None of those pixels, because this has enough of those to fill in and make it look this good. So that's why it's important to know the size of your image and what you're using it for. But this would be too big for a blog post or for MailChimp. You could use it, but I'll show you why you want to have exactly the right size. So here is this is a mobile version of my next MailChimp letter for Equipping for eMinistry, and I don't want this give button anymore. I want to use something new. So I can remove it. I'm going to use a different photo. Change, and I'm going to upload it here. I'm either going to browse for a file or drag it over. So first I want to take you over to Windows. This is Windows Explorer. If you have an Apple product, I don't know what you call it, or you must have something similar. I'm sorry, I don't know. I use PCs and don't know Macs very well. But here is a folder I have called Compressed. This is where I work when I want to take a folder, a picture I want to keep, or I want to use a picture, and put it into here and compress it. And then I should clean this up. It's got a bunch that I don't need anymore, but we'll go down. Okay, this picture I wanted to show you is from the CSU seminar, and down here it's 4,608 pixels wide. It's really way too wide, way too much information in this picture. 3 megabytes, 3.48. It's too big. But I did make a smaller version at 195 kilobytes and 1,017 pixels wide. So how did I do that? I start with the large photo, and I right-click on it and use Open With, Microsoft Office Picture Manager. And up here, under Picture, down at the bottom, is Compress Pictures. And these are your options. I never use that one. Email messages, 6 kilobytes. It's really way too small. I don't have a use for that. The one I use is Documents, which gives me 273 kilobytes. It's a nice size. I push OK on that. And there it is. It's compressed. And then I do Save As. If you do save, you would replace a picture that, this is why I use the compressed folder, because I've done this before, a picture I really liked and just simply compressed it and saved it, and then I didn't have the original 3.48 megabyte version. So I use a compressed folder and save as, and then I already did this. It was this already done, so I don't need to do it again. Okay, don't need to show you all that. But we do want to bring it up, our compressed version, which I had already kept, and drag it. And it even tells you the size. Here it says 195 kilobytes. And that is not the case either. It's not that. We saw what it was in Windows Explorer, what the size really is. This is how wide it needs to be for your MailChimp template. So you can go in here, click Edit, click Resize, and you can see it really is 800. Click 480 and it automatically adjusts the height, and apply, and save. Over here, you can put in your blog link. And if I knew it, I'd put the blog post name here, but I don't have one yet. So I'll just put it to the main site, open it in a new window when they click on the photo. So now I have a new picture, and when they receive this email, they can click on the photo and it'll go to the blog. And it says here it needs to be 460 pixels wide, which we did. But here's what I want to show you that happened to my friend. I don't know any other way to go to the library for MailChimp, but right there it says images. And here's a whole bunch of the same thing. This is the most recent. That's the one I used. So I'm going to select that. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Excuse me. Should be a square. It should have a square here. I don't know why it's doing it now that I decided to record this. Interesting, because it did this before. It should show a square. I'll do this then. 058 list view. Delete. See if something doesn't work, so there's often another way to do it. So I just deleted the extra ones there. This was the one that's the right size. The reason I wanted to show you that, and I'm sorry it didn't do it here where I had a checkbox and I could just delete from here, but I used the list view. The reason I'm showing you this is my friend had uploaded a lot of images that he never compressed, and MailChimp started acting strangely, and he really didn't know why. He had a tough time figuring out what was causing it, and he finally figured out it was because he had such a large volume of photos that he had filled up his library. So he cleaned it up and MailChimp started acting normally again. So I'm showing you this video today because I want you to start at the beginning, not start uploading large files, and keep them small. And you can clean them out after a while too if you want. But if you keep them small, I don't think you're going to fill up your library like he did. I don't know how large it is, but This was helpful, I hope. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is my first time that I've done Screencast-O-Matic, so I hope this was helpful to you.